What's up, guys? It's December 10th, 2025. We're going to do a 10-minute breakdown of the E-mini where we talk about second legs, trap traders, and market context. I've been MIA for about a week. I was having some computer problems and I was getting into a new routine with work, but I'm back now. Audio should be working. I'll check after the 10-minute video is up, so hopefully it works. And yeah, let's get into the breakdown. Took a couple trades. If you're in the Discord, then you know that I had a pretty fire week last week leading up to Thanksgiving. Yeah, it was just the market was rallying, so I kept buying the dip and it worked out. Today I saw this breakout. I only took one trade on the options account. I saw this breakout, pull back. This is during FOMC, so I didn't buy this bar, but I wanted to. Then it broke out again, and I ended up buying this bar on the way down, and then I held to right around this price action. I got out either on this bar or right on the open of that bar. So it was a small scalp, nothing too much. FOMC days kind of go sideways, and then maybe there's a move at the end of the day. That doesn't happen all the time, so don't think like, oh, FOMC, there's going to be a move. I was still reading price action, breakouts, and second legs. Bears get trapped down here. They short up here. The problem with this pullback is that it was really deep. I would rather have liked to see a 50% pullback, but nonetheless, it was just a pullback, and then the market rallied for a climactic third leg. In 1 second here, guys. If you guys have been watching my old videos, please drop a comment on the difference of the audio in this video versus the previous videos, because I might have to retweak OBS for this mic. Let's get into it. So nothing changed. I'm trading second legs, trap traders, and market context. Thanksgiving week, we were breaking out. Really nice breakout. I think it was my best trading week ever, which is right around here. I caught almost every rally up, and it was nice. I was leveraging in. Then we started to go sideways. I did get beat up a little bit. I got caught buying highs, and then I reversed low a couple times, but I was mostly long, just getting caught buying highs. On this bar, I bought this breakout, got crushed here, so on this day I did alright, I think. And then yeah, lost a little bit here. Didn't trade too much. I can't remember exactly what I did. Caught this breakout, and then this bar destroyed my gains, 0 DT. Caught some of that leg down, I want to say. That was Monday, so can't remember too much. But yeah, I know today I did catch that breakout. Everything I do is based around breakouts and second legs. So market cycle, that's what we're talking about. What's the market cycle? Market cycle goes breakout. Market cycle goes breakout. First opposite bar, so we could just say here, obviously there's more, but breaking out. First opposite bar starts the channel phase, 2 to 3 legs higher. Then we go sideways, and that's what we've been doing. We're in the back end of the market cycle, which is training range behavior. So now we're waiting for that breakout either side. The overnight session is kind of selling off. Sold off for a few hours and now going more sideways at the EMA. Is this a good breakout? I don't know. Let's see. We won't really know until it happens. Could argue the training range low is here. Could say it's here. Whichever one you decide to go with. You could even say there's a training range right around here. Broke out and started to reverse. So we're still in a training range, but price is somewhat expanding. We had FOMC today. Oh wait, I had the overnight session on. Oh no, I just turned it on. Okay. Weekly, daily chart. Let's take a look at this real quick just to get the overview. Weekly chart on the left. Kind of looks like a double top. Doesn't look too good for the bulls right now. Bears had 4 bars down, something that hasn't happened in a while. Very deep pullback, testing the breakout point here. Now bulls are getting bad follow through. Bulls that bought up here, bought more down lower. Their break-even price is 50%, and you can see that they made money instead of getting out 50% for leg 1, pullback leg 2. They held past the 50% market, and they're making money. So bulls who averaged in here are able to make money, and that means we're not in a bear trend because bulls are making money. Price action is fractal, so we can use one analysis, one frame, so we can use market cycle, we can use the second legs on all time frames. Daily chart on the right, leg 1, pullback leg 2, pullback leg 3, trying to support and now start a rally. Somewhat of an expanding triangle here. We don't really know if it's going to be a double top bear flag or is it a wedge bottom. So wedge bottom into support, rally, and now it's a bull flag. We don't really know until it happens. Buyers at the EMA, but we'll see. Bar 1, bear bar, closing on slow, gets followed through on the low of 2, but then it reverses quickly. So not the best follow through, but there was enough time to make a scalp. And then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4 bar rally. First trend line breaks bar 5, and you can see that led to a good scalp. So if you hadn't, this is not a trade I'm taking, but I do like to trade second legs. I like to try and trade second legs any way possible. So it's good we know all the ways, but to get consistent, we only need to focus on one thing, and that for me is generally 50% pullbacks. But options I trade a little bit differently because I try and buy them when they're crushed. So, but nonetheless, if we're trading futures, you could put a limit order below bar 5. The problem with putting a limit order below bar 5, I don't think it's the best trade, but it did work in this situation, is that yesterday sold off, and then these bull bars 2 through 5 all have tails above us. So it's more trailing range behavior than trending bull behavior. Like if you see bars 19 through, so the low of 19 to the high of, let's just say 23, we have a sell-off that reverses, would follow through 20, 21, 22, and 23. Not 23 is just like a neutral bar, but we have 20, 21, 22, all good bull bars closing on the low. So maybe you start to trail in order past the third bull bar because you know that once we get 3 bars in a row, the probabilities for an opposite bar significantly go up. Then there's a little bit of residual momentum, 23, 24, 25. But look, you get filled on 28. If you're going for 1R, you're going to target the high of 23. And wow, you actually make 1R very quickly. So you get filled on 28, and then you make 1R on 29 and 30. Then market goes sideways. Market starts to go into a tight trailing range before FOMC. And then when FOMC bars print, it's best to just treat the day like a new day. So we think of the day as 2 days. This is the open. We don't trade the first 30 minutes so we can get an idea of what's happening. And then we have this day. And then same thing for FOMC. Bar, whatever bar, let me see. So 11 a.m. is 55. So now we treat the first 30 minutes like a new day. Right around here. So these bars, let me change that. First 30 minutes a day. We read these bars, which is FOMC reading, breakout and pullback. We're starting to break up with the higher time frame EMA and it rallies. So 3 bars in a row, 54 to the high of 56, trying to get second leg up. If you were to trade this, you could have a limit order. So because we know that the bears that shorted 54 low are now trapped with the 55. Well, they might not be trapped. If they shorted higher, some bears will get out, break even, and you can see they bought back right here, and that causes leg 2. So now I'm jumping around. I'm talking about a fractal leg. Leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3. So if you were to measure from the low 53, measure from the low 54 to the high of 55, this is the 50% pullback. You have your order, and you make 1R within 1 bar. Then if you're looking at the visible bars, so all the bars we're looking, because that was a fractal leg 2, so now we're going to look at the visible bars, which is everything we're seeing. Leg 1, bears short down here, they short more up here. This is the 50% pullback. Doesn't go below the 70% pullback, so that is a deep pullback, not necessarily trending behavior, because that's very deep pullback. Bears were able to make a small scalp right here. Leg 1, pullback, leg 2, leg 1, pullback, leg 2, 1R is met. Very deep pullback, and then there's enough momentum between bars 60 through 62 to get its own second leg, leg 1, pullback, leg 2. And again, these pullbacks were very deep, so it was trailing range behavior. It wasn't the strongest bull trend. And look at the overnight session selling off. So, because bears are making money here, so that lets us know we're in a trailing range. This is just a bull leg in a trailing range, which we also know by looking at the weekly and daily chart. Alright guys, so I hope to get back in routine going forward. I appreciate you guys bearing with me. I know this is the first time I've taken this much time off, but I was running all over the place this past weekend trying to just get things sorted and get ready for 2026. And yeah, more on that later. I do want people to focus on 2026. I think that'd be good for everyone. Thank you for your time, everyone. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments or Discord. Thank you for your time. Bye.